Years ago, I got this Squier guitar. I can't really get it in frame. It's a Stagemaster 7. It is one of the few guitars that Fender put out as a 7-string. They did the Maestro Alex Gregory signature, and they only made a few. They sell for a lot of money now. And it's one of the few 7s they made. That had single coils across, so it had 3 7-string single coils. And it was meant to be played with, I believe, a high A and not a low B. This has 2 humbuckers. I believe they're Duncan designed, so Seymour Duncans, I believe. I got this guitar a long time ago because I wanted to get into 7-string. I saw Rusty Cooley, his videos, and I really enjoyed them. And I bought this on eBay. I didn't pay much back then. And when I got it, I guess it had gotten dropped during shipping, and the neck had bowed. So it was more like that. And so I couldn't find the right size Allen key for the longest time. And I got this a long time ago. And it never occurred to me to go to a store and just buy a set of Allen keys. I was always, whenever I got a guitar, I'd try it out, see if there was an Allen key in the little set that came with it, because I thought they'd be guitar specific and not just a common one. So many years later, I bought a set of Allen keys this week. And part of the reason why I never took it or never got set up was I didn't want to get like a $300 repair bill if there's something wrong with the truss rod, or pay a ton of money for a guitar I didn't pay very much for. So I decided to fix it myself. Got an Allen key set. And so these use a 5mm Allen key. And I was able to adjust the neck from its bowed state to straight. I was worried I'd have to do fret dressing and stuff. I bought all the tools to do fret dressing in case it had wonky made in China frets. These are made in China. And no, I didn't. All I had to do was adjust the truss rod and change the height of the bridge a little. And this thing really is a fast playing guitar. And it has a very thin neck for a Fender made guitar. It is Squier, but Fender, you know. And I got it because I wanted to play all that fun Rusty Cooley style stuff. And I wasn't able to. In fact, I got my RGA 7 and was able to play on it. But it's got a longer fret neck scale. I think it's a 26.5. I don't think it's 25.5. This one's 25.5. And Rusty Cooley uses 25.5 inch necks. And he tunes down to E flat standard. So half step down, so B flat standard, I guess, on this. So this is what it sounds like. I'm using, for pedals, got the ISP decimator G-string gate into the MXR bass compressor, and I'm using a dime bag distortion. It fits with this. A lot of people complain that the pickups are muddy, but a lot of guitar players use guitars like this with 5150s, which are dark amps. I'm using a Marshall, so it complements the Marshall, these pickups. So this is how it sounds. That's the rhythm tone with this. For lead, I'm going to put it to the neck position. That was the bridge position. So for lead, neck position. You know, but I got it to do 3-note per string pentatonics and 4-note per string pentatonics on. I can't do the 4-note per string pentatonics very well, so I'm not going to do them. Gotta do that. That one was B minor, so. Right? When he plays Hillbilly Militia, you know, I love this guitar. For years I hated it. For years it was a lemon. I loved the way the pickup sounded. I loved the thinness of the neck. And I'd use it to play riffs and just jam on low for the. But I couldn't play it properly for lead because the neck was so high. So I'm so glad I finally fixed this thing. If any of you out there have one of these and you want to know what the truss rod Allen key size is, it's 5mm. Because when you buy these used, you typically don't get one with it. I'm going to do a couple E minor ones. So I start at the 5th fret, and then I try to go up. I have one where I go only to this range. And there's another one where you just stay in the one position. And when Rusty Cooley does these, he doesn't pick descending. For years I was doing this, and I just had such a hard time doing that. So I try to pick most of them, but with this guitar, it's easy enough to play that I can do it without picking. On my 8 strings, because they're a 27-inch neck, I gotta pick them. And I have a hard time even making the basic. Shape. Okay? So this middle one again. So. And there, if you watch the hand, you can't really see it that well. I didn't really pick much. I tried to do it mostly legato. So I'm going to try and do a very long E minor run now. Oh wow, we're already at 10 minutes. Alright, so from here, I'm going to try and go from here to here. And back. So Alright, I'm going to try it again. Let's see if I can actually get through it. Hands are starting to get tired. There we go. Again, this is like lifting weights. You gotta take a break, especially with this stuff. In last time's episode, I was working on B minor runs. So it's the difficulty with this kind of riff or line is when you're doing the fast position changes, sometimes you overshoot. So always try to compensate and readjust. And now the B minor and the E minor, because they share similar positions, try not to get them confused. So sometimes what will happen for me is I'll go when I want to do the B. Give them a shake. another thing that's important is you got to be able to do them with these 3 fingers and then with these 3. Okay, so these 3 and these 3. Because if you want to end up trying to even attempt the 4-note per string pentatonics, you need that big grip, and it's not easy. So for B, it would be. And that's if I even did that correctly. I have a very hard time with the halves, with the minor third in the middle. Pulling it off is easy, but if you have to go back up, I have a hard time nailing it. This one's the easiest shape. Even that one's not that hard. You got minor third, whole step, minor third. It goes to hell in the middle. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this gives you another avenue of playing. Pentatonic scales for guitar players get real boring real fast, especially if you're just doing the boxes. They get really boring really fast. It's still kind of fun to play them like that when you just super shred them, but I'd rather do like a harmonic minor or even a natural minor scale, so it can be. So it gives you something to spice up the playing, because even when you're just doing, you just throw a few of them, you go. But if you're just to stay in the one position, I just love going up. I just can't help it. When you start getting even halfway decent at this, you just want to climb up the neck and do it like he does. You can't help it. Unlimited power. It's how you feel. But they are getting the fingers to switch. For these 2 fingers. It's a bit of a pain. So that's all for now, and I hope you guys enjoy this and use it. It's fun. It makes pentatonics fun. It is hard, and it takes a long time to get good at it, But it's like when you learn sweep picking for the first time. The first 6 months to a year of you just struggling and fighting with it, and then one day suddenly you're just able to do it. Or at least you don't notice yourself sucking at it so much, and then you start just building on it, and you fight with it, and then you get it. I would do this on my Stratocasters for when I was practicing it, because on the Ibanez guitars with the 27-inch scale, it's just too hard. I still do it on them, but I don't go all the way up and down and stuff. I try to, but it's much harder. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. I'm going to show off my RGA8 next time I play a guitar on the channel, just because I did a lot of work on it last week. I worked on this guitar and I worked on that guitar as well. Okay? Bye.